Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain, back for some more Dungeons & Dragons Online. So we're actually just sitting outside of Troll Lair. We had just completed that quest, and our next quest here is literally just around the corner. So right from Troll Lair, you just want to head west, and it's literally right down here. Now, as you can see across the way, we also have a named enemy. Now there are two ways to get across. The most common, which does require a fair amount of jump, is actually to just jump right from here onto this path here. There is of course a way around, but it's kind of it takes a long way around. And I mean, it's a quick kill for some free XP, and then you just hop down to the quest. So that was just a little extra here for us. But yeah, the quest is literally just straight below us, right here. So this one here, it does require two people. One of those people can be a hireling. It does definitely work with a hireling character. Reason being is you need somebody to open switches so that you can make it through a gate system and then pull the switch again, and so on and so forth. So that's why it needs to be done. Alright. So for this one here, there are a couple of little tricks here that some people make use of in order to speed up the quest. I don't do any of them. I like to get the full bonus, but I will show you what they are and how to do them. So the first thing you need to do here is talk to Notar. And he's going to give you basically the objectives of the quest. You then need to head over here, pull the lever, and start your path down. Now, one thing this quest is known for is just the sheer amount of traps in it. And I'm sure, as you've already noticed, all the white lines, the red lines, just everywhere. So with this quest, a big trick for knowing where the traps are is they're all associated with the levers. So typically speaking, if there is just one lever on the wall, it means that it's probably safe. If, however, there are two levers, it's going to most likely one of them are trapped. So like here was two levers, there was the trap box. So as you'll see here, we had that secret door. It leads to one of the agents that we do need to kill. So again, it was just right here. Inside it does have, again, some people to kill as well as some breakables, so there's always that as a plus. And then from here, we're going to head over here. Again, we see the two levers. It means one of them is trapped, and of course the trap box. So these traps, they don't actually activate until you pull the wrong lever. If you actually get good at knowing which one the levers are, you will be safe because they're always the same, like in the same position. I used to know them a little bit better than I know now, being able to actually run through the whole thing, pulling all the levers without actually activating any of the traps. But I've since not run it as much and kind of forgotten the specifics on which ones are which. Alright, so here we are. This, however, is one of the ones that I do remember which one. So in this case, it would be the lever on the right. So it's the middle lever of this room, as there can sometimes be a total of 3 levers. So you need to first pull that middle lever, which will open up the path to get in here. At which point, you know, lots of breakables. At which point you'll then need to pull the lever in this room, which will lock you into this small room here. And then you need to pull one of these levers, which will open up the path. That will open up all the doors needed in order to get all the way through underneath. Now, I do want to point out, let's park you back here. Alright, so this room here, this is actually the room that a lot of people use to skip a big portion of this quest. Now, it does take a little bit of finesse, which I'm not used to doing. So, I will just show you the jumps. I might not make it all the way. So the first one that you're going to want to actually make is right here. You'll be able to grab the ledge. So as you can see, the ledge that we're talking about, it's super, super small. As well, there's a lip above us. You do got to watch out, as if you're too close to the wall, when you jump, it's just going to throw you off. So what you got to do is just get up, and you're going to want to be as far away from the wall as you possibly can. And then you're just going to want to hop up here. And then hop up here. This will actually get you above the maze, allowing you to head just about anywhere in the quest that you want, and go through. Now, in order to properly use this method, you either need to have several people who come up here and go, as some of them lock you behind doors that you're now stuck behind and just can't get through. The other way is, if you have dimension door, you could then dimension door out and head back to that door and keep going back and forth that way. Either way, you still have to complete a majority of the quest, and you know, you got to run to specific spots in order to actually properly get it anyway. Alright, so back on track here. We went through the water, and you want to head up on this side here, the right side, with the collectible. And in here you're going to have, again, 1 to 2 levers. And you do need to pull one of them, as one of them is going to open up that second gate there. So not the one right in front of us here, the one just off to our left. So it's not that one, so it'll be this one here. We can see it open, and there we go. So from here, we're now going to want to head on this side. So that's the gate there that it just opened, and again, more traps. So for this one here, this lever is going to be the one closest to this hole, and we'll be able to see that open up. Pulling it is also going to spawn in some enemies. Don't worry too much. Alright, so now at this point here, we do have a few levers in this room and a few traps. Typically speaking, this usually has a lot of traps in it, as these levers are actually kind of tricks. None of them actually open up this door to kill this individual, who is actually used for an optional XP. So we can pull these levers. Best we're going to get is going to release this cat here, which actually would be that lever in there. If, however, you happen to have blast type damage, like fireball, you can kill them on the other side. So here we can attack this guy. Does take a little bit of time to kill him, obviously, but it can be done. There's also another way which is super easy, so I am going to leave him alive for now, for when that other path comes up. I am going to do this though. And free the kitty. Alright, so I do want to leave this guy alive so that way I can show you where it is once we get out here. And yeah, even this lever here doesn't actually open that there. So it actually stops to tell you you can't get in that way. Alright, so now for this section here, we have another one of the agents. Now this one actually does have a chest associated with him. And again, a whole bunch of guys with them, and some chests, or a chest and a whole bunch of breakables, sorry. Alright, so now we got a whole lot of traps, as you can see, a whole lot of levers. Now the only ones that aren't actually attached to one of the boxes are these blade traps here, right underneath them. So if we walk there, you'll see it kind of shoots out at us. Aside from that, once you're done, you're going to want to pull levers. Now, one of these levers are actually going to change the position of these doors here. So as you saw, the first one kind of closed that one. Second one, we got nothing. Third, we got the door we need. So again, this it can also open up this one here, but you do have the path around. So now heading a little bit in. Now one thing I want to point out, if you look at our objective, is where it says discover the path through the labyrinth. Now if you are using the normal path, the one that we're using here, you're going to get that no problem. But I have found that when I'm doing when I'm with groups who are using the quick jump cheaty method, kind of to skip a lot of the fights and just jump right to the insanity guys, and this is the one that they miss, is the discover the path. This is actually this ramp here. You just need to head up to here and it kind of gives you the count for discovering your way through. Alright, so again, this is another spot where you need at least a second person. So the way you do this one here is you have one person on the lever used to open up this door. The rest of the party would step in. They would then close it again, which changes the position. And then once that person is through, you can use one of these levers here. Again, the levers will either be access to the trap, or it will change position so to allow the person who stayed behind to pull the lever to actually get through. Alright, so this section here, we have a couple of traps. So that first box that we got right here, that's the one attached to the spikes. The second one that's a little bit further in, that's the one attached to these blades. So just watch yourself, mostly so that plague reapers don't sneak up and touch your butt. But yeah, so also that you don't set off these traps. So for this one here, the position on this lever is always the one that's in the second position. So just imagine if there was another lever that can be right here, like this one. This is now in second position. And it could be on the other side too, but it's always the one in the second position. Alright, so now we're making it around the end, so we don't quite have any of the bonuses to killing. We do have most of the breakables at this point. But this is actually where you would run into this guy again from up top. So you can see him, you can kill him, and then you can actually hop down. Now, I recommend, again, waiting till the end to actually loot that chest, as if you hop down now, there's no way to get back up other than to open that door. Just, again, one of those two levers, and then just making your way through the quest. The other option is killing the boss, which is actually right around the corner and down this ramp. He's in that room right there with that campfire. So that is the best recommendation, is to just kill him first. And then move, and man, did we get some bad reapers. 2 carnage and a plague reaper. Yeah, ouch, I'd say. Plague so you can't heal, and 2 carnage to shore everything else up. Alright. But yeah, so that's this one. As you see, it's really hard to get any type of extra kills. We killed everybody through the quest. There are a couple of spots where they do endlessly respawn, which is how you gotta get it, but it's very, very difficult to do. Now this end chest, it can give you some named items, such as the Mountain's Fist there that Wolf had looted. Now, they tried something a little different with this content and some of the other content there as well. The named items actually have a difficulty level attached to them. So this item here, it has a normal, hard, and elite version. Obviously, we are doing it on Reaper, which counts it as elite, so it is giving him the elite version. If obviously you just did this quest on normal, you would get the normal version. Hard, you get the hard version. Each one increases the minimum level requirement, so normal is level 12, hard is 13, elite is level 14. Obviously, the higher tier it is, the stronger it is as well. And once you're done that one, if you've already gone and done the troll layer, that's all the walk-ups on this side. So you'd at that point want to recall out and head to town, or if you're like myself and kind of forgot, you can run back a little ways, hop down and grab your second chest, then recall it to town. This chest doesn't actually contain anything special, it's just random loot, but during the festival, that's free coins, and I like my free loot. Alright, everybody, well, thank you so much for watching. It's been a blast, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one, all.